Hi, Kufla here, and I am making another video again. Surprise, surprise. And also, surprise, surprise, it is in response to another one of the just seemingly unending bullshit that comes from Rich, shock of God, where he is basically doing disinformation strategy once again about North Korea this time and trying to link it to atheism. Why atheism is causing North Korea to do this. And I didn't think I was going to be doing another video about him anytime soon, but after I saw this one, which was surprisingly a shorter one, I'll have a link down for it so you can see the full thing. But, I mean, if you're not ready to just go and take yourself a nice hearty crap after watching that, or puke, one of the two, I know myself, I was just like, what the hell? You know? I had to do this. I mean, pure and simple. I mean, that's all there is to it. So, and like before, we're just going to jump right into it, and it is now time to take his video apart yet once again.
I want to read something to you that the atheist movement is terrified that you find out about.
Terrified? Ooh, spooky language right off the bat. All right. Let's see what's so terrifying, to atheists, and possibly other non-religious individuals of like-minded thought like myself. Shall we?
If you go to Wikipedia,
Got it. Wikipedia on North Korea. Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page here.
North Korea's government exercises virtual total control over society and imposes state sanctioned, look at that, atheism.
No, they don't. All right. North Korea, the way they stand right now under the rulership of Kim Il Jong, who is the son of the former leader, he he has an ideology for North Korea. His dad established a thing called Jushi. I believe that's how it's pronounced. But what it basically is it's a basically an ideology about self-reliance in Korea in terms of their beliefs, everything. I mean, they moved away from Stalinism a long time ago. Now, a while back, Kim, his son, went and moved away from the Jushi ideology to something called Songun. Okay, Songun basically means military first. This is the reason why Korea now has probably the world's largest standing army at just under 9.5 million troops. That includes the normal army, the reservists, and the specialists. Breaking it down, it's a little bit over 3.1 million per branch. So no, they're not an atheist state. If anything, when I looked into the religion on them on Wikipedia, as you supposedly did, Rich, they are, uh, I believe what it lists as is irreligion. Now, in case you're curious as to what irreligion is, also from Wikipedia, there's a link on it when you go to their little bar and you just scroll down to the contents listed in the North Korea article. And you go down to religion, click on that, and then go down and where it has the percentages available for North Korea of what the country is, and the top rating in there is at 64.3% irreligion. What irreligion is an absence of indifference towards or hostility towards religion. Depending on the context, it may be understood as referring to atheism, non-theism, agnosticism, ignosticism, anti-religion, skepticism, free thought, anti-theism, or secular humanism. Sometimes deism is included. That's what irreligion is, and that's what most of the population is. The rest of the population is made up of Korean shamanism, Chindoism, Buddhism, and at a whole whopping 1.7% of the population, Christianity. So, no, the country is, especially by the percentage that follow irreligion, they also follow Kim's dad's philosophy on Jushi. You know, they still believe very, very strongly, almost as much as a religion, although it is an ideology that they're believing in. So, like I said, it's not atheism, so get it fucking right.
The biggest lie of atheism is
The biggest lie of atheism. Okay, that's funny coming from you. Okay, you want my opinion on what the biggest lie of atheism is? Is the fact that atheists will sit there and listen to guys like you and say what you are saying doesn't matter and doesn't bother them. That's the biggest lie, as far as I'm concerned. I might be wrong. Some atheists will probably call me out on it. But as far as I'm concerned, that is probably the biggest lie.
they try to get us to focus on other things besides atheism, and they'll talk about uh, the murders and deaths that religion has caused. And if you do your research and you compare uh, anything that Christianity has caused, any murders or deaths that Christianity has caused, and you compare them to atheism, you're going to find that atheism has over 100 million murders, rapes, atrocities.
Madness!
What? Are you serious? Atheism has over 100 million murders, rapes, and atrocities associated to it over history? You gotta be kidding me. Seriously. You know? Oh, man. I will say this. You made me laugh. That is, you know, I almost chuckle snorted when I heard that, when watching that video.
We can go on about Stalin, Pol Pot, Mao. We can go.
All right. Stalin, Popov, and Mao. All right. Let's start with Popov. All right. Which one are you referring to? When I did a search on Popov, I got some information on vodka. I got some information on a city that was named after the guy. I got information from at least 30 different people that also have that name, because it is a ridiculously common name in Russia. So, which Popov are we talking about? Because even amongst the names, I mean, we got canoers, football players, bassists, physicists, radiologists, ballerinas. I mean, there's a ton of them. Which one are you talking about? You know? And then Stalin. You know, Stalin had, it was well documented that Stalin had atheistic beliefs through a lot of his reign as head of Russia. You know, but, you know, he was also, because of that, pretty much is being blamed for all the problems that Russia has right now. And not because he was an atheist, but because of how he ran the government. You know, Stalin was an idiot. And then Mao, who... Mao's not an atheist. first off. Okay, Mao was of Han Chinese descent. Okay, now the Han Chinese, as a people, one of the biggest sects of Chinese out there, have a weird mixed belief, where they can follow Confucianism, Taoism, or Buddhism. All right, and those religions don't say that you only have to worship this one. The religions can actually intermix. So might have, or probably might have had some hybrid religion that he was following that was a mixture of the three. All right, and the deaths that you're trying to attribute to him, and so 40 million people or something like that, is attributed mostly to famine because of how he was handling things at the time. The famine hit them and it tore China apart pretty severely with that loss of that many people. So yeah, there were probably anywhere from like 9 to 15 million people that died by his direct order. Pretty severe number in its own right. But the majority of the people that died under his rule were from famine. Not because he was an atheist, because he wasn't.
Atheism, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Atheism should be ashamed of itself? How do you expect a belief system to be ashamed of itself? It's not a person, it's a belief system. People believe in it. There's nothing for it to be ashamed about.
It is my goal in life. I'm going to get as many people to leave atheism as I possibly can. I'm going to make it my mission in life because atheism is evil in its purest form.
Madness!
Whoa, 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 whoa. I have heard talk like that before. You know where I heard it? Where I heard it. There is a speech that was done in Stuttgart, in Germany, February 15th, 1933. The speech goes a little something like this. Now, this is just part of the speech. It isn't the whole speech. It's just part of it. But the speech is, today they will say Christianity is in danger, that the Catholic faith is threatened. My reply to them is, for the time being. Christians and not international atheists are now standing at Germany's fore. I am not merely talking about Christianity. I confess that I will never ally myself with parties which aim to destroy Christianity. 14 years they have gone arm in arm with atheism. At no time was greater damage ever done to Christianity than those years when the Christian parties ruled side by side with those who denied the very existence of God. Germany's entire cultural life was shattered and contaminated in this period. It shall be our task to burn out these manifestations of degeneracy in literature, theater, schools, and the press. That is, in our entire culture. And eliminate the poison which has been permeating every facet of our lives for these 14 years. You know who said that at that speech? It should be very easy to figure out just from the context alone. But the person who said that was Adolf Hitler. So, Rich, you got something that you want to say?
Madness!
So, that's basically my 2 bits on this. Especially that last part, because I just cannot help but see some very eerie similarities. I'll leave it up to the rest of you to decide, but I stand by what I said and saw in that video. Anyway, I'll have links down below for you guys, and this is Kuthla. I will see you guys later.